If you want to learn how to close more loans for minorities and those in underserved markets, I'm here to teach you everything I know. I'm Lynn Richardson, a former top-producing mortgage originator, and I'm inviting you to take a seat at the closing table with Freddie Mac, where industry experts share top tips to help bridge the homeownership gap. Today we will discuss origination systems to serve the underserved, scripts for success. If you want to close more loans for minority and first-time homebuyers, you're going to have to read between the lines and get proper scripts. The first area that you want to address with your scripts is you want to address what type of first-time homebuyer is this. All first-time homebuyers are not the same. The first category is first-generation homebuyers. First-generation homebuyers are the first in their families to ever buy a home. This may require additional education, additional training, additional hand-holding, and more support. The second category is first-time homebuyer. For example, I'm a financial professional. My oldest daughter bought her first home. She's a first-time homebuyer, but she has me for a mom. So some of your first-time homebuyers may have additional support. Do not assume that every first-time homebuyer doesn't have the money to buy or doesn't have the support to buy, and address your communication accordingly. How do you communicate when you're approved or not approved? Well, first off, you never say you're not approved. You can buy a home in 6 months, 12 months, 1 year, or 18 months. Communicate the conditions that are necessary to buy that home within that time frame. Communicate the ways that your customer can get approved so that you can create a customer for life. With so many more ways to communicate, you want to tell your buyer upfront the best way to connect with you. Make sure you change your voicemail every day or set up your voicemail for the week. So if your customer calls you, they know that you're going to only return calls between 10 and noon. That way they won't call you 20 times, right? So stay connected and ensure that you are providing your buyer with the method of communication and the timing of that communication so that they don't have the confusion and anxiety that will frustrate you all. The next area that you want to address is to tell your customer you are appreciated. There's an important thing that you need to know about minority home buyers and in many cases, first-time home buyers from underserved communities. They are loyal. In many cases, they will not shop for an interest rate. They may not shop for the best product. They're going to shop for the best experience that makes them feel safe. So continue to say that you are appreciated by placing them in a communication portal that will send out automatic birthdays, automatic holiday wishes, automatic anniversary wishes. Continue to show your customer that they are appreciated so that you can maintain a customer for life. If you're going to create client for life communication, then you're going to have to address 3 areas. The first area that you want to address is before the application. Remind the first-time homebuyer how they're going to leverage homeownership to build wealth. Remind the first-generation homeowner how they are literally changing the course of their family forever. The next area where you're going to create client-for-life communication is during the approval process. A first-time homebuyer who rents on the south side of Chicago, where she lives in a 2-flat building, and Miss Jackson lives on the first floor, and she's 85 years old, and the home has been in her family for decades, and she only takes cash for rent, is different than the first-time home buyer who lives in Naperville, and that property is being serviced by an executive management company. So when you're requesting documentation and information, ensure that you are addressing the cultural differences and supplying flexible, clear-to-close options so that you can minimize confusion and increase your chances of having a customer for life. The last area that you want to address in your client for life communication is after the closing. Your first-time home buyer is no longer buying a home for the first time, but maybe you want to talk to them about their second home or their vacation home or their investment property. Ensure that you are communicating with them in a way that keeps you connected, but also keeps you attached to their goals so you can create a customer for life and help them build wealth for generations. So come on and join me at sf.freddiemac.com/LO training for more loan officer and origination training resources. You can see all videos for origination systems to serve the underserved by using the module navigation bar at the top of the page. And if you enjoyed this episode, then like and share this video.